Known. I am that who is known but also unknown, nothing like some of my influences, but a bit of a figure for those who know me. Night. These millions of words, puked all over the canvas, continue to serve as a form of armor for the knight who wields the pen. Kneel. The simple act of kneeling continued to enrage those who were fueled by ignorance and anger. King. My name and that of my tocayos has been used by kings, but do we really feel like kings in a world that continues to stomp us? Kingdom. There's an old saying, something along the lines of, the people are only as wise as their king allows them to. Where do we fall in said circumstance? Key. We often proclaim to have the key to success, but more often than not we know deep inside that that's false. Knowledge. We can have all the knowledge in the world and we would still look like fools if we misuse it, especially to those we admire and those who look up to us. Kill. Often we need to kill ego in order to look deep inside and find our most fragile self. Painful? Absolutely. Liberating? Perhaps. Kink. Hundreds of kinks are given the spotlight as the web opens the world to subcultures that were barely known. Knavery. Supervillain practicing knavery in every corner, destroying their perception of the art form after years of experimentation and many more to come. Knob. Don't touch that knob, monsters are beyond it, screamed the little girl, holding her Totoro doll very tight. Knife. The poet sharpens the knife before working on his next book, one full of poetry where the alphabet is his main source of inspiration. Kinder. Only one memory of kinder. I enter the door as the kids play around, nothing else, experiences never remembered. Collapsia. The past generation's collapsia vision continues to be destroyed as young generations continue to dig into the past and learn about how destructive it was back then and the ramifications of it in the present. Beauty still existed, but darkness was its partner. Kairos. Sometimes we wait too much for the kairos and time flies past us, never doing anything productive or creative with our lives. The poet and the villain come in to inspire you to do the opposite, to take action and do something you've always wanted to do. Cook. The poet is a cook, and so is the villain until time does its thing and proves them right. Kale. Bearded man with a head like a kale's goes over to a woman and asks her for some kale, and she gives him a few, which for him is something new. So tears fall to the ground as the man jumps around. Carrot. Poetria as pure as 24-karat gold, coming from the soul and from different POVs, all in an anthology that paints the picture of Maria times and another that paints pandemic times. Kangaroo. The poet's mind jumps around like a kangaroo from one topic to the next as he finds new words and other forms of inspiration, which is why the texts come out in such acceleration, never letting anything go away, putting it all on paper or canvas, a normal part of his day. Karate. It's been a while since I last wrote non-stop. I guess that, like karate and any other martial art, poetria also needs to take a break, and so does the poet. Kaput. Many will see the words in my bag and conclude that they're kaput, but they've yet to find the fun in poetria encontrada. Kayak. Floating around my mind like in the middle of a lake while sitting in a kayak, watching nature in awe, but then something clicks and action takes place. Words come out swinging like the athlete paddling towards the destination. Kaleidoscope. Looking at the multiple ways of working with art and media in kaleidoscope fashion, like Doctor Strange looking at the multiple endings in Infinity War, and it's all overwhelming, but exciting at the same time. Keep. I try to keep writing and expressing the stress, but the brain has been shutting down lately. The younger me would be kind of disappointed, kind of upset, and a lot more, but he wouldn't be very surprised. He was aware of burnout. Ketchup. The kid blasts ketchup on the plate, then fingers are used as brushes, slowly creating a piece of art that the wonderful mind of an infant would create. Kiddo. Kiddo only wanted vengeance. Kiddo never expected to find a kiddo of her own.